Is this on?
Be who you are. Say how you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter, they don't mind. Do you know who said it? Do you know who said that? Who said it? The Cat in the Hat.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
Woohoo! Be a Patreon and get stickers and mugs.
Yes, look at that nice coffee mug.
Sorry, look, I came right out of the gate and I'm just selling out,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, for God's sakes, I
Came right out of the gate.
Let me just take a sip of some coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, it's so hot. It's so hot.
Oh, it's not hot.
It's not. Oh my God. I mean, yeah, you can see that at patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling.
Yeah.
Worst botch of all time.
Yeah. Oh, let me
worst promo botch. We have 2 brackets for that.
fix
Wow.
my hat.
Oh,
here.
Yeah, that's a really nice hat you have.
Beautiful
there.
new
nice
hat.
Welcome to the What's Wrong with Wrestling infomercial.
Merch edition.
Clearly.
It's too bad we're not wearing any shirts.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But
At least
yeah,
I wear
we're-
a hat.
We're coming off the very meh pay-per-view of Money in the Bank.
Man in the bank.
Meh in the Bank.
It's another reason why this podcast exists. If you've never listened to us, this podcast was made because they didn't give the Money in the Bank briefcase to the right person. They don't let the right person win the Rumble. They don't let the right person win the title, Cody Rhodes. They don't let any of this happen. If LA Knight would have walked out to start Raw with the Money in the Bank, the place would have lost their fucking mind.
Oh, yeah.
And look, I'm not a huge LA Knight guy, but look, I mean, Dolph Ziggler was a poor man's Shawn Michaels, and I liked him. He's a poor man's Rock, and I'm starting to really like him. And again, the crowd is like, this guy's about to explode a little push, and he will literally be the main guy. He
Yeah.
has that feel to him right now.
Yeah.
And all they had to do is give him this case and have him flirt with, like, they would cheer if he took it from Seth.
But no, they gave it to the guy that lost to Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Right. And
No,
he's an idiot. Yeah.
Even though, like the same, I'm not a huge LA Knight fan. I think he's okay. Sometimes he's cringy. But you have to acknowledge that he is over.
He's over.
And that's the difference between Vince McMahon. Vince didn't like Ziggler, but he was over, and he did never acknowledge that. Same
Damien
with
Sandow, Rusev, all these guys.
Rusev and Elias were so white hot.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And even just because Vince didn't like them, he went nowhere with them.
Correct.
But it's
Yeah.
like, yes, I acknowledge that people love LA Knight right now, so of course they should push him.
Yeah.
That's how this shit works.
Right.
If the majority of the crowd loves one guy, that should be your star.
Like, it seems like lately they've been rewarding the guy who does the celebrity work.
yes.
Like, you think about
true.
like Sami
That's
Zayn
so true.
and his feud with Johnny Knoxville.
Right, right.
You're like, how do you go any lower than this?
Oh my
Right.
God.
And I mean, he went all the way to the top.
Well, that was even more humiliating because it was a jackass, goofy match.
Right.
Where, he got pinned by a mousetrap that didn't work.
Yeah.
Like at least Priest fought Bad Bunny in this street fight that was actually really entertaining.
Well,
it had
with all
like
the
30
interference,
people
yeah.
interfere.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I wonder if they were like, hey, Sammy. Because Sammy comes and goes, hey, guys, look. Kind of like CM Punk and Cody, like, I'm deuces. Like, that was a
Yeah.
great match. I'm out of here. They go, we have something for you. Just take a look at this and tell me what you think. And he's
Right.
like, Ooga, I'm staying.
Right. There was an idea to bring a group of people together.
Right. I mean, yeah, when Damian Priest cashes this thing in, I just can't see him being the champ for long.
Right.
If he does
And they're
win
setting him up like the face of this broken faction, too.
Yeah.
Where you're
Yeah.
like, wait, there's a face champion, and he's going to take it from a face champion as a face?
Yeah.
No.
Even that's kind of like, ugh.
Well, here, look. It seems like we're kind of jumping the gun here, but it seems
Right,
like it's
right.
going to be Balor and Rollins again at SummerSlam. Where SummerSlam, when you think about all the matches, it's like rematch city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many fucking rematches.
Right.
Cody and Brock. I think I remember looking like the other day, and there were like 5 rematches.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like of matches we've just seen.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not a rematch per se, but I mean, I'm sure it's going to be Asuka, Charlotte, Belair. which
Yeah.
we've seen Asuka and Belair fight. We've
Yeah,
seen
in other
Asuka
words-
and
And then
Charlotte
an EO
fight.
One of
cash
these
in.
girls has held the title for like 3 years in a row now. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Look, this
Right.
wasn't my prediction, but fans. I saw that fans were saying like Priest will win Money in the Bank, Balor will beat Rollins, and then Priest will cash in, and Balor will have another short title reign. It didn't happen in Money in the Bank, but now I'm thinking it definitely happens at SummerSlam
The way they're
Right.
going, they have
Yeah.
5 more
because
weeks
then
of
it's
this.
then it's 7 years
Yeah.
to the date, kind
Oh,
of, because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
SummerSlam. 7 years to the pay-per-view.
To the
Right,
pay-per-view.
right.
Balor wins again at SummerSlam, but then Priest cashes in, and
Right.
Yeah.
somehow that'll make Priest a babyface.
Sure.
I guess, yeah.
yeah.
Unless they're just trying to make Balor.
Maybe
face
Balor
again.
kicks his ass on like the go home Raw before SummerSlam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm
But
knocking
then
him
what
out of
is-
the
I think
group.
they're just gonna have issues for a while. and
But
then
what does Priest do at SummerSlam?
he cashes in?
Like before that,
Like, that's it?
I don't know.
he
Who do you
can-
fight this week? Who do you fight? Shinsuke? You
Yeah.
fight Shinsuke.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
He doesn't really have to have a match. I mean,
No, he doesn't.
Right, right.
Anyways, we're going to cover Raw. No SmackDown since it was before the pay-per-view. But before we get there, we have to thank 3 new patrons. So thank you to Rashad Law, Speedy McCrab, and Tyler Federline, especially because he did a year sub.
Yo.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
You gonna stay a while? You want to save some money? Do a year sub at patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling. It's $5 a month. You can cancel anytime. Or if you want to be like Tyler, do a year sub and save some money.
Save some money.
We got weekly AEW recaps. Man, that show's really bad. It's fun to make fun of. Terrible to watch, but a lot of fun to poke fun at. And then we've also got so many brackets. We just released a bracket.
We did.
In fact, who is the greatest NXT champion of all time? Male and females are on there.
Yeah.
Everyone has their different opinions about this.
Tough though. It was one of the hardest decisions each round.
Yes,
Especially
it was a very, very
last
tough
couple of rounds.
bracket.
Wow.
But it was
Right.
also a lot of fun. Go check that out. Patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling. And also, don't forget, you can get a t-shirt, a hat, or a beanie at prowrestlingtees.com/what's wrong with wrestling. Like this hat right here that he's got.
Or get yourself a beanie, baby.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing just now.
I know.
Okay, whatever. So anyways, Raw opens with, is that from Austin Powers?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
He
We
says
do it a lot.
Beanie
We just do
Baby?
it a lot for some
No,
reason.
he just says, baby.
Well, yeah, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
But, beanie baby. Get a beanie.
Beanie Baby.
Beanie baby.
Adam Cole's Beanie Baby.
Who?
Yeah. So Raw opens with Seth
Ouch,
freaking
baby.
Rollins.
Very ouch.
Seth basks in his glory while they sing his song.
Correct.
Thankfully, he didn't let it go on for too long this time. And then I guess it was
Not
too long.
not to unusual, like for usual.
Right.
but-
I guess with pay-per-views, you have a little bit more leeway.
Welcome to Monday Night Rollins.
Even though there's 3 hours to kill.
Yes.
You know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Seth recaps Money in the Bank and starts hyping SummerSlam, but he's interrupted by Cody Rhodes. Whoa!
And instead
Yep.
of Seth doing kind of like the, all right, I can acknowledge your talent, he was pissed.
Well, he interrupted him.
I know, but
Yeah.
he's a face now. You know what I mean? He's supposed to be like,
He seemed.
Well, how would you feel if someone interrupted you while you were talking?
I mean, he seemed.
No,
like,
really, how would you feel?
exactly.
See, you're
Eric's pissed.
You're a little pissy.
Yeah.
And Eric's a baby face on this podcast.
Am I though? Just stabs Joe.
Also,
Oops.
it's kind of
And
funny.
of course, Andrew's like, Vince, like, well, let's finish the show and then
Yeah.
we'll call it.
We got to finish the show. People paid for this.
They didn't even call 911 till after the show was over.
Oh my god.
Jesus. So, no, that was a joke. Anyways, it's kind of funny how the World Heavyweight Champion Babyface has no pyro. Sure, they sing a song and that's cool and everything, but then Cody Rhodes comes out, pyro, whoa! And then
Right.
he gets on the ropes, pyro again. He's got
Right.
2 different
It's like
pyros.
a WrestleMania amount of pyro
Yeah,
for
it
Cody.
was. Right.
I mean, it's only him and Roman Reigns that have 2 different pyros for their entrance, right?
Well, shows you what level Cody's supposed to be on.
Yeah. Seth should at least have some pyro.
Yeah.
So Cody gets to the ring and he says, so... But then...
And you're like, yes!
Chum, 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 chum. And Brock Lesnar's like, so what, bitch? And it was cool because I didn't want to hear him say the line.
Yeah,
so I
right.
was so glad.
No, it was such a great moment. It really was.
And it was like full lisp too. He was like, so.
Right.
Oh, Cody.
There comes like a moment where you don't really notice the lisp, but then once you hear
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
it's all you hear. Like there's a podcast I listen to, and I'm not going to say it because we don't plug podcasts.
That's right.
But
There's a
the
t-shirt.
host, I noticed like the other week that she has a lisp.
Uh-huh.
And now all I can hear is the lisp.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, he's gotten better with it. I mean, remember when he
Right.
first showed up? It was like Mike Tyson was cutting a promo.
and fuckatheth.
I mean, there's literally a way to fix that, and
Yeah.
there's speech therapy, and
Yeah.
you're an adult.
Hi, if you
He
never
must
watched
have done-
Cable Guy.
He must have done some of that, right, to get it better.
You would hope, yeah.
So Cody and Brock brawl for a bit, and Cody hits Brock with a great Cody cutter. Props to Brock for
I was gonna
selling
say
the
props to
fuck
Brock.
out of
Oh
that.
my God.
Yeah.
Brock sold a move?
It was so well. Come on.
When he went to do it, I was like, oh, Brock's about to
When-
like four-on him to the back of the head or
Right,
something.
yeah.
When Brock wants to sell, he's one of the best.
When he wants to,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
He's very good.
And when it comes to matches, like Brock has had some of the best matches ever, but also some of the worst.
Right.
Yeah.
Like some of the best, and then some of just that are just so boring.
Right.
Like, if Shawn Michaels has a match with anyone, it's going to be a really good to great match.
Yeah.
And some people like Goldberg can't have a good match, where Brock is, I'm going to wrestle to the person who's with me in the ring. If I wrestle with Goldberg, we're going to suck. If I'm with Daniel
Right.
Bryan, I'm going to be great, right? Like, that's kind
Yeah.
of what he is. Like, all right, who's in the ring with me?
He's I
adaptable.
would say Goldberg's. It's funny. I would say Goldberg's best match ever was the Brock at WrestleMania, like in 2017. Like the Survivor Series one, their first one was lame when he came back and everything like that. But they had that 5-minute match where it was just carnage.
Yeah, that's true.
Carnage.
But yeah, Brock is weird. I mean, this Cody thing so far, it's been the first match was, oh, Brock's so powerful, I beat him with a roll up. Then he breaks his arm, so the whole match is about Cody's arm, so that was boring.
Yeah.
Maybe they're holding out for the third match.
I mean,
to finally have
SummerSlam.
a normal wrestling match, somewhat
Let's hope.
normal.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
I hope so, but their feud is better than their matches. But it was an awesome start to the show.
Right,
He hits
yeah.
the Cody cutter and Brock retreats.
Yeah.
But they do tease Cody going after the World Heavyweight Championship, too.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
Which
because
he's-
Brock interrupted him doesn't mean...
He's done that multiple times. Remember, he was in that match, and then Brock cost him
That's
that.
true.
So
Yeah.
That's true.
I think that's going to be their excuse to why he's not getting title shots. Is every time someone's going to interrupt him.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then anyone else comes out. But
Right.
back to Rollins. He starts to wonder who he'll face at SummerSlam, but then the music hits, and it's the Judgment Day. Yeah.
So there's three of them.
No
Right.
Balor.
There's three of them.
Yeah.
Including Rhea, who can punch.
Yes.
And they go
and
in,
kick.
And they go into the ring.
Yeah.
They've got a foreign object in their hand.
Yes.
3-on-1. All you got to do is just charge him and beat the piss out of him.
Right.
And it's
Yes.
an easy cash in.
Easy.
Yeah.
They don't.
No.
They don't do it.
No.
No.
We say faces are dumb. Heels are way dumber when it really matters.
Right.
When it
Yeah.
really counts. It's like, what are you doing? You've got the numbers.
So
The
Damian
numbers
Priest,
game.
Yeah.
Damian Priest explains how the Money in the Bank contract works.
Right.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
Appreciated that.
Right.
Then Priest and Rhea suggest that Dominic fight Seth tonight, and he gets booed out of the building, of course. And Seth says, this is obviously a trap, but he doesn't care, and he accepts the match.
Dumb face. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
And now Dominic Mysterio is being called Dirty Dom.
And Rhea's
That's his
even
new
wearing it
nickname.
on her cheek.
Dirty Dom.
She had the words "Dirty Dom" on her fucking cheek.
And Dutch Mantel tweeted that he's thinking about sue. No, he didn't say he was going to sue, but he just said that they ripped him off because I guess his name was Dirty Dutch Mantel.
Okay.
Who bottom right?
What was his name in WWE?
Zeb Coulter.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's Dutch
Right.
Mantel.
Yeah.
oh,
So he was like, oh, they're ripping off my nickname.
I mean, Fandango in Impact goes by Dirty Dango. So is he going to sue him too?
no,
You know,
yeah,
like-
I get it. Yeah.
no, he didn't say he was going to sue. I made that part up.
Oh.
But he was just, he pointed out, but he did point out that he was like, oh, they're ripping off my name.
Right. I mean, anyone could. like you don't have a copyright on the word dirty.
Right. I agree. Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, if that's the case, then LA Knight could sue, or The Rock could sue LA Knight, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
So next up, we've got Damian Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura flirted with Ripley, and she didn't like that. And then Priest won with the South of Heaven chokeslam.
Yeah.
So there
I'll
you
give
go.
it to Nakamura. Like when his entrance hit and he came out in that cool kind of cape, like he still has a great entrance.
Oh,
you still
well,
get
yeah.
a little bit hyped when his music hits and he comes out.
For sure.
Well, especially because they brought back his full entrance when he came
Right.
back. Like, what
Yeah.
was it, a month or two ago?
Yeah.
And this wasn't a horrible match.
No, it was
like, you know, because
pretty good.
Nakamura can wrestle and there was a storyline behind it a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
When he first debuted on the main roster, they had the full entrance. They even had someone with a violin.
Yeah.
It was great. Then he turned heel, and they gave lyrics to his song in Japanese. Remember that?
Yes.
Oh, of course.
So no one could sing along to it.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Then when he turned face again, they got rid of the lyrics, and they cut the intro part, like
Yeah.
the build to the
Yeah.
song.
Like, it just started with the
Right, and it was lame. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't cool without that. So.
Yeah, it needs that intro.
Right. Next up, we have an in-ring promo from Ronda Rousey. And let me see.
No.
This
see how
could
many-
be the worst event in wrestling history.
Ooh, like how many bad buttons? I don't know.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, I was just,
How many minutes too long did this go on?
oh God, this went on for like
22
minutes.
Yeah.
Like so many.
So can we first talk about, can we jump ahead to rumors where
we
like
can't.
Ronda gave a hard out to the WWE?
Right.
And that's why they're doing this, so she can give Shayna a push, I guess, to her best friend before she leaves.
Yes. Still, they should have at least come up with a reason why
Yeah.
Right.
she attacked her.
And the first, all Ronda had to do, if you want to build Shayna as a monster heel like she was in NXT, and when she first got here, when she won the Elimination Chamber and she just destroyed everyone.
Everyone.
Like you had to admit, like that's kind of cool in a way because like
Yeah.
she's that powerful.
Right.
All you had to do to sell this fucking match at SummerSlam is have Ronda come out and say, "I first want to apologize to everybody in the crowd for the way I've been acting," and like let
Oh
her
my
turn
God.
face, just so that when Shayna destroys her, it's even more. No, she stayed a douchey heel.
Look what I wrote. I
What?
wish she's such a terrible actress. She's supposed to be the baby face, yet she walks out and she's glaring,
Glaring at the fans.
at the fans.
You're like, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
Right.
She's glaring at them. I'm like, you're so fucking terrible at this.
If you're gonna help your friend, go face.
And you know why?
So it's a bigger win.
It's because she genuinely hates the fans.
Yeah.
That's why.
Right.
Because remember when she, her first run, she was a baby face. Then they had that pay-per-view in Los Angeles. Was it I think it was the women's the Evolution pay-per-view. Was the all-women show?
Oh, that was
And
in New York.
Oh, well, wherever, I'm not remembering exactly, but there was one match where they booed the fuck out of her, and she was supposed to be the baby face.
Yeah.
And like, then they turned her heel shortly after, and she even said on her YouTube channel bullshit that she was, legitimately upset for them booing her and everything.
Right. Well, they also kind of like they gave her shit when she got lost in a promo.
Yeah.
And she didn't like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's everyone gets shit when they
Yeah,
get lost.
and
in
Like
the
an
promo.
actor flubs their
Right.
lines on live TV.
Like when someone
yeah.
fucks up, the crowd's
not-
going to let you know.
Right.
And she was never good at promos. Like,
No.
the great thing about her first run was her matches were really good. But then when she came back,
Right.
She was like
she
phoning
was-
it in.
Yeah, she was half-assing it, and you could
Yeah.
tell
Right.
that she didn't really like this anymore. I think if this is all true, I don't think she comes back. Maybe she comes back for like an appearance once in a while.
Once in a while.
But I
Maybe.
think she's done
Yeah,
mentally
yeah.
with
Hey,
this.
Vince, this is not a talent you need to protect. Let her
Right.
go wherever she wants.
Right.
It would be better for you to let her go.
No one was a bigger Rousey fan than me. Like when her first run was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
We were
we marked the fuck out in
Yeah,
Philly
we were
when she
so
came
excited.
out.
I mean, we saw her WrestleMania debut.
Yes.
We loved that
It
match.
was great.
It was great.
So
And then
much
her
fun.
Royal Rumble singles match with Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
Like, that was really good too. Yeah.
Right.
So before Ronda can talk, Shayna Baszler comes out and says, I think I can speak for everyone when I say we're all sick and tired of hearing you speak on the microphone. And they cheer.
They cheer, of course.
Right.
What was WWE's plan here? I don't understand.
Right.
Shayna's the baby face so far.
Correct.
So Ronda's like, why? Why after 10 years? Give me an explanation. You owe me that. And then Shayna says, the only thing I owe anybody is an apology for bringing you into this business.
Again.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. And then Shayna cries like she was in the business for 20 years. setting up rings. Like, no, she wasn't.
Right.
She was a legit MMA person and then
Right.
came over and went right into NXT and was a star. Like,
I mean, you want to talk?
She did indies.
For
indie
how
stuff.
long?
A few years.
Yeah, but if you want to talk about like, would anyone know Shayna Baszler if it wasn't for what Ronda Rousey did for women's
Well,
mixed
come on.
martial arts?
Sure,
Right,
for
right.
sure.
But if this is all about WWE, of course. So Ronda attacks Shayna and the crowd boos. Shayna put Ronda in an ankle lock. The crowd cheers. Then Shayna hit Ronda with a knee strike, and then she just leaves.
And I think she killed Ronda.
They go, Ronda's out! And then Ronda wakes up right after that.
And she's like, Shayna! Like, she's got all of her energy.
Shayna, wait! Shayna, you bitch!
Yeah.
This was awful.
Oh, my God.
That knee strike was really good, though.
It was a good knee strike, and it was a good sell. But
And,
why did Ronda wake up?
Right.
Immediately.
She should have stayed out instead of being like, Shayna, wait!
No one
Like,
goes
remember
over on
when
me.
Charlotte gave her that knee strike in the cop car?
Yes.
And, like, Ronda basically, like, died?
Right.
Like, just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just die. Just let them...
Why won't you die?
Right. Like, let them help you out.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you gain crowd sympathy. Like,
And
oh,
again-
wow, she really fucked her up.
And if her plan, and it sounds like and looks like it is, if her plan is to put her best friend over before she leaves, she's doing a piss poor first night at
Of course.
it.
Right.
Piss poor.
Yes. This was so fucking bad.
Well, I mean, she made Shayna the biggest face that night.
Right.
And since there was
Right.
since we're not doing SmackDown, there's no Grayson Waller effect. I think it's easy to say that whole segment wins an award, multiple
Oh, yeah.
awards.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
You can even go the other way, and we hate Ronda so much that just makes Shayna the fucking face.
Right.
And let her go over as a face for a little while.
I mean,
See how that
none
goes.
of it makes sense anyway.
Right.
So just
Like-
call an audible.
Right. Like it reminds me of like this is done like so often. Like in AEW,
Yeah.
Jack Perry.
Uh-huh.
The fans turned on me. When?
they
when the
didn't.
fuck did they turn on you?
They literally did.
Never.
It's so annoying when they do
They
that.
sang your fucking song at the top of their lungs every week.
Yeah.
And it that's what it seems like Ronda's like that was her big approach to being a heel. Like the fans turned on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you were sucking it up.
No, when it's legit heat, that's when it goes over so perfectly.
Right.
With everyone's stating Rocky sucks. Rocky sucks. Like, yes, you suck. You fucking sucked, bro.
Yeah.
God, I love how much you suck.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying LA Knight sucks. Yeah.
Right.
No.
You ain't gonna do nothing anymore, you stupid piece of trash.
No, you know he's gonna fuck up one of these times and be like, that's not what I was. That's not what I was trying
They
to
said
say.
Stone Cold come out, and then they just do it. No. And then, of course, he gets, stunned like 10
Right.
times in a row.
And then, yeah, what? Yeah, what? Yeah, what?
Right.
That'd be great.
And
Can
then
you
10
smell LA Knight's feet in that picture?
Yeah, I can.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's not good. All right, next up, speaking of things that suck, the women's tag team turmoil #1 contenders
What
match.
the fuck was this?
I have a question.
Yes,
you
you
sure?
sure.
When they do the men's version, they come out from the back when it's their turn.
Sure.
Are they like, oh, we want to make this as short as possible? As
that-
soon
they
as
did it-
somebody's
they-
done, you
But
cut,
I think
you
this
run
is
in?
how they're doing it now, because they did the men's one on SmackDown, and they were all
They did
ringside.
they
Yeah,
did?
yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
So this is the new way of doing things.
Right.
well.
Let's go. Let's
By
go.
the way, none of these teams
We're teams.
were teams.
Right.
None of these, except maybe Katana and whatever, and
Yeah,
those
yeah.
two are like a decent team. You can see them
Right.
winning gold someday. Everyone else
Well.
is a thrown together. Yeah, everyone else is just a thrown together piece of shit. You're like, I know who's winning this. It's obvious
Oh,
who's
of
winning
course.
this because they're the only ones
The
that have gotten
only tag team?
any TV time lately.
Yeah. And they're the only ones that are heels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they might even win the titles because that whole division
Because
sucks.
fuck it.
Because
Who
fuck
cares?
it. Yeah. Right. Exactly. I almost want them to win the titles at this point. Like,
I know, right?
Chelsea Green with gold, like it might even make her more annoying to where it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
How is she going to complain
Like,
now?
especially like acting like complaining as a champion.
Oh my God.
Like, this isn't fit for a champion.
Yes, she'll have a point.
Right. Exactly.
So we got Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez watching ringside.
Right.
We got all these random makeshift tag teams that were just created that day.
Did they say when the title match will be?
No.
Just a future opportunity.
Yeah. We start off with Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green versus Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, who Indy made her debut / return during the split screen commercial break.
Yes.
Right.
She comes
That's
out.
a big deal.
Yeah.
Right. I
So,
at
like,
least it should be.
I guess you could almost kind of count this as a tag team
If
because
you
they're in
watch
the
NXT,
way. Yeah,
but it's not like they
right.
were really a tag team there. They were just friends.
Right. Yeah. They're in
So-
a posse.
So
I mean, Nikki Cross was surprised.
yes.
Yeah.
Sonya and Chelsea quickly beat up Candice and Indy. Next up is Nikki Cross and her partner Emma. Oh,
Vince?
what? I don't even know.
That's tremendous.
No. She
Where
hasn't
the
been
hell?
on TV in a long time. So.
I'm sorry.
Where the hell have you been?
Yeah, I forgot she was still employed when
Right.
she came out.
Also, Riddick Moss.
Right,
Yeah.
where did he go? He was getting pushed to the moon, kind of.
Well,
Yeah.
that's been her character ever since she returned. Is I'm blowing Moss.
right.
Like that's been her. That's her gimmick.
So your gimmick is you suck your boyfriend's dick.
I'm a 14-time champion.
While
Charlotte
wearing
Flair.
sunglasses.
I'm the EST of this company. I suck Riddick Moss's dick.
I suck dick.
That's what I do.
I'm X-Pac.
So Nikki checks on Candice because they're still doing this storyline. It's been 6 years.
Since they last showed us the storyline, it's been 6 years.
Right. Well, the last time they were on TV together, it had to be like at least 3 months ago.
3? Are you
Wasn't
insane?
it like last year?
I want to say it was last summer.
No,
when
last-
we saw them
like,
doing
maybe.
shit.
Legitimately,
It was.
legitimately, it was like last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a year ago.
I think they've touched on it this year. Nikki and Candice?
Eric, maybe for a half
No,
second.
but I'm talking
Eric,
about.
well, like they're showing a scene. They did it in the background. I think they
Right.
did something.
No, but I'm talking
They're
about.
a background shot.
I'm talking about when this started, and that
Oh.
was
Oh,
like
right.
late last year.
No, but I'm talking
like
about
around the same time Bray
Yeah.
Wyatt was rumored to be coming back,
Right.
And we would see QR codes, but it was Nikki like, "Hey, Candice, Candice."
Right. But they've kind of continued it here and
It's
there.
gone nowhere.
Eric,
In like
it's been
8
9 months since they've been on screen
Yeah.
together, I think.
It's been fucking forever, and it's gone
Right.
nowhere.
Yeah, why
Enough
is
of
this
this.
still a thing?
We've even had Nikki go, "I miss my friends," and it's like, "Oh, I guess Sandy's coming back." Nope. Fuck you. Like, why would you tease that?
Isn't this a classic, like Vince goes, oh, no one's going to remember that. Let's just move on. And that's what we want this time.
Right.
And then he goes back to it. Like, wait, Vince, you remember shit?
But like, why tease Sanity if you don't have them signed?
I thought they had them.
Yeah,
Wasn't that
right.
like, didn't we announce it in rumors that Sanity had signed?
I think Eric Young might be there,
Right.
But yeah, he's just been sitting at home or just eating food and catering.
Yeah.
But he's not the whole thing. You need more than just Eric Young.
Right. It was also what Damo,
Killian Dane,
Dane, and
Alexander Wolf.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, if
Those
he
guys
came
are
back,
available.
I would almost want him to go into Imperium again.
Well,
Whatever.
either one.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'd rather him be Insanity, but like, if they actually let Sanity be Sanity.
Yeah.
So Nikki's
great group.
Nikki's crying over Candice, leaving Emma all alone.
Sure.
And Sonya and Chelsea team up on her to advance. Right. Next up, we've got Tegan Knox and Dana Brooke.
What the fuck? Like I thought Dana Brooke had gone to NXT permanently, but
She
I
did.
Guess not.
But
now
then she
she's
got
back.
stretchered out.
Oh.
By the
You
way,
heard about all the thing? How like they chanted "na na na na" to her, and she was like, she tweeted out like, "Yeah, I get it. You guys think I suck. Thanks."
right.
Yes.
But it's like, yeah,
Prove us
But-
wrong.
Tegan Knox and Dana Brooke,
Yeah.
they get eliminated during the commercial break.
Yeah. Wow.
As they should have. Honest. Right.
And Tegan Knox was another bringback.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Like
To do nothing.
to do nothing.
Again, I don't look. It seems like Triple H.
I got another one. Braun Strowman.
Oh, he's injured.
Well, he's hurt.
Oh, he's legit hurt?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he had to have neck fusion surgery and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
so he's out for a long
done.
time.
Yeah. Monster among
But
cripples.
even then, he came back and tagged with Ricochet. Like that's not how you use this guy.
Yeah,
No,
right.
no, no,
Come
yeah.
on.
Why isn't he a heel?
Hey,
just
little
killing-
buddy.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, little buddy. Yeah, the Tegan Knox thing. Holy shit.
Right. Right.
Next up, we've got the Party Girls, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter.
And they come out just blowing those things, those air guns. Yeah.
Katana botched a lion salt really bad, but then she made up for it.
It was part of their finisher.
No.
Yeah, it's the thing where they both go off the ropes. Like one does a lion salt, one does a leg drop.
That's not their finisher, but yeah, it's one of their moves.
I thought that was okay.
Their finisher is when Kaden has her for a neck breaker and then Katana does the 450 splash that looks super fucking awkward.
Yeah.
But anyways, Katana did give Chelsea a Hurricane Rana off the top rope. That was easily the best spot of this match. And then Chelsea hits Carter with the unpretty her for the win.
Yeah.
So Chelsea and Sonya are the number one contenders
for Liv and Raquel's tag titles.
Which, let me think. Hold on. The last time Liv and Raquel successfully defended those tag titles, it was against, Sonya and Chelsea.
That's right.
My God, we've gone full circle.
You know how I remembered that? Because I was like, there's no other tag. That's right. There's no other tag teams.
Right. Well, I mean, I thought that's why they brought up the party girls.
Yeah.
I guess not.
No.
Yeah.
It's like back of the line.
Ta-da!
Here we are. It's also the front of the
All
line.
right, hold on. Let me move these action figures out of the way. Now we're number one.
WWE doesn't even do the men's tag titles well,
Right,
For the
right.
most part.
For the most part.
the Usos have been elevated because of the whole bloodline thing, but
Sure.
they're not even the champs anymore. And it's like, don't do a women's tag titles when you have two tag teams. And then you have two tag teams. This is what has happened since they've had women tag titles. There's two teams, and then one loses, and then they break up. One person turns on the other. Then there's another tag team. They'll win, beat the champs. Then those two people, one of them attacks the other. This is a repetitive thing that just keeps happening.
Right. Yes.
There's always, it's like the Sith.
There's always two.
Yeah, right.
No more, no less.
Yeah.
Always two there are. Always two. Only two women tag teams there are.
I can mix a Chelsea Green a Sith. I'll stick my force in you.
Oh.
It's a shame. It's really a shame. How long did the Usos have the tag team titles? All of them for?
Like over a year, right?
Right? Mm-hmm. So, like, why aren't they combining those? Like, are they splitting them up again someday?
Yeah, they're still,
Everyone's still holding
Supposedly they're going to do WWE and World Tag Team Champions.
They're going to split them up again?
Yeah.
God, no. I mean, that's probably right, but stop it. Stop. You don't need two.
Yeah.
So next up, we have an in-ring promo from The Man. Becky calls out Trish Stratus, and she comes out with Zoe Stark, and Trish has a face mask, which is a nice callback from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Are you ready for some wrestling?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, Shelton Benjamin.
But like this mask, it made her talk like this.
Yeah, it was scrunching her nose. Becky, I already suck at this, but now I have
Well, you know why. That's because
Dominic bullshit.
Sure.
that's why.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Becky wants to fight, but Trish says she's not medically cleared. Becky says, fine, I'll fight Zoe. And Trish says, are you sure? Did you see her dominate at Money in the Bank?
No.
I saw her lose at Money in the Bank.
Correct.
Yeah.
You can't dominate something and lose.
Right.
That's not how that works.
They were handcuffs. I mean, people
Yeah.
look like idiots, honestly.
Right.
So Trish and Zoe act like they're about to go to the ring and beat up Becky, but then Trish remembered she's busy.
Actually, I just recalled I have this medical appointment I have to take care of right now, actually. So I'm afraid we're going to have to leave this dump of a place called Baltimore, or Balta-less, should I say?
You know, when I I go to the doctor, it's at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balta.
That's the best time to go to the doctor.
Who wrote Balta less? You
She
should
did.
be fired immediately.
I feel like
Kiss my ball
Yeah.
to sack.
Right.
what the, and she said actually like 10
Twice
times.
in
It
like
felt.
3 seconds.
Actually, I have an appointment. Actually, but actually, I don't have an appointment. Actually, Balta less. Huh? Did you? Oh God.
That was crickets.
Yeah.
Reminded me of
Jeez,
like
the worst.
you've seen the movie Split, right?
Yes.
When James McAvoy is like the younger kid, and he says etc., etc., like
cetera.
unnecessarily.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. It's not good.
It was unnecessary, correct?
Yes.
Next up, we've got Jackie Redmond.
Who are you?
Thank
Newest
you.
addition to Raw.
Yeah.
She interviews Cody Rhodes by the stage. Now, they did this a couple weeks ago, and it was dumb, and it made no sense.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, Cody walked out, and he was just like, I accept the match, and then he left.
A janitor.
Yeah. They do the whole entrance.
Like, a janitor and a soap. I accept. Whoa!
They're like, we have to just capitalize on this theme
Right.
song while the fans
Have
still
you
love it.
seen the nuts these fans bust when they get to say that?
First of all, you come out earlier in the show
yeah.
to essentially challenge Seth, I'm assuming.
Sure.
Then Brock tries to beat you up, but you know,
Yeah.
you go to the back.
And you're like, well, fuck that noise. Fuck the title.
Well, you go to the back, you shower up, you put a full 3-piece I'm going to a funeral or a wedding suit on.
Right.
You're not worried about Brock still in the building somewhere
Yeah,
attacking you and
I
now you have a
thought,
suit
I
on?
thought for sure he was getting
For
attacked
sure.
again.
Yeah.
For sure.
In a
Because this
suit.
is so pointless.
Full entrance. He talks to the new girl. Hey, new girl. And then, go
Hey,
ahead.
everyone, give it up for the new girl. They're like,
Who?
Piece of ass.
It's like, would he have done that if that was a guy?
Right.
If that was a male interviewer and he's new, he'd be like, hey, everyone give it up for Brian.
What I
Oh,
look-
so later he'd be like, hey, you saw that pop I gave you, right? Well, it's time for you to pop me.
Look at the
Time for me to
balls.
let me pop on you.
Look at the balls on Brian, huh, everyone? Everyone? Nice bulge. All right, what good? Interview me.
Right.
But
So,
yeah,
guys,
he just,
what does he say?
Maybe you should interview that down there. Look at that thing.
Right.
It's
yeah,
gonna
he just,
eat me.
he just comes out and he says he'll fight Brock Lesnar again. Thanks, Cody. I think we knew that. That's what you do backstage interviews for.
Yes.
Coming out and doing this, the whole thing, it's just weird.
Right.
Just for another fan pop. It's crazy.
Fucking strange.
3-piece suit.
3-piece suit.
All right, I got a board meeting to go to, guys. I'll see you.
Board meeting prom.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
gotta
how,
go buy a corsage.
I got
How
a
un-
daddy-daughter dance to go to after this.
right.
how uncomfortable on a plane to always be wearing a suit, you know?
Right.
I just don't get it. I hate
So
suits
obviously,
so
when he
mad-
leaves,
so much.
before he leaves, he takes the suit off.
You would
And just
think,
puts on
right?
regular
It's
clothes.
just a costume. Yeah.
I don't know.
He's not flying in a suit. Come on.
I think he's pretty pretentious.
Okay.
So next
he just
up,
wants to look good all the time.
yeah, I think so.
Well, then why did he get a neck tattoo?
I'd rather be like Roman Reigns and just
This
wear.
big.
It's like this big.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
It's
because
like,
that's
Brock,
not.
I would fight you
Because that's not.
anytime.
That's not pretentious at all.
Right.
I'd rather be like.
Like here.
I'd rather be like Roman Reigns. He just walks around in sweatpants everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Sweatpants and sneakers.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable.
Like
When you're
at
the
the
fucking-
pay-per-view, he got dropped off in a minivan by his mom.
Yeah,
He
what was
didn't
that?
fucking care.
That was so weird.
Maybe it was Chuck's mom.
Yes,
Best
that
friend's
was it.
mom.
When you're the tribal chief, you dress however you want.
Tribal chief.
Tribal chief.
Yeah. So next up, we have Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders, the 6-person mixed tag team match that we've all been waiting for. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Maxine gets the hot tag, and she gives Valhalla some arm drags and a suplex. Then she looks at Otis, and Otis goes, "Oh yeah!" And then Maxine does the worst, whatever you want to call it, the worm or the caterpillar, but it's the worst one I've ever seen. And also, before she does it, she does this weird shake
she has a
thing.
seizure.
What the
Where
fuck was that?
She has a
she's-
seizure.
I guess she's trying to be like Otis, but it's like Otis doesn't do that.
He doesn't.
No.
And she's like, oh. It's like, what the hell
She's like,
is happening?
she's like gyrating to the corner. You're like, are you okay?
and then
Yeah,
she,
Tiz Hours in the back. Yes.
and like just
Just like I
and
taught
like just because she's super thin and she's fit, has a great body, doesn't mean she's athletic. And we've learned this here.
I know.
Hi.
Because she
Yes.
can't even do the. It's so bad. It looked like she was doing girl push-ups. Like it was so terrible.
Yeah.
And then
Again, like you've said in the past, try it.
Yeah.
If you can't do it,
Don't
come
do it.
up with a different joke.
Right.
Nobody fucking cares.
Right.
Do the Otis elbow drop. You're gonna fuck that up too, but at least it won't look as stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she goes for it, but then Valhalla knees her in the head. Gable moonsaulted onto the Eric and Ivar and Otis. And Otis fell down.
Yeah.
Of course.
From
He hurt his
Chad
friend.
Gable.
Yeah.
And then Maxine beat Valhalla with a roll-up.
Well, sure.
So there you go.
I'll see you beat her.
And like, you know what's crazy is like, I've said this before, but since they've come back from the Thunderdome, the WWE fans have not hijacked one single show.
Yeah.
And it's been like 2 years since they've come back, you know, from the COVID and the Thunderdome
Like
shows.
hijacked by, what would they have done to hijack it?
Like booing her because she sucks.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but they haven't done that with anyone. Like, they've cheered and booed exactly who WWE wants them to.
Well, don't you think? I mean, it's only been a couple of years since we've been back, so like some of these people are just now seeing WWE for the first time.
Yeah.
In a
maybe they're
while.
Yeah, so maybe they're
Well,
just
like they put a post on their socials like, oh, what was your first WWE event? And I was looking through comments, and most of the comments were people who have gone to their first live show within the past like 2 years.
Well, yeah, there could be young people that never went to, but
Right. Yeah.
people are just excited. I mean, you know, WWE fans right now, for the most part,
Right.
like the show, and they pop for everything. I mean, they popped for Maxine here.
I feel like
It's very odd, and they're booing Dominic out of the building, and I don't understand what's happening.
the seasoned marks like us,
Yeah.
like we watch it because we do this show.
Yeah.
I think so many of the people who have watched it for years have just finally been like, you know what, fuck this, I'm done. I'm
Yeah,
tired of this
maybe.
shit.
But they're selling out arenas. I mean, the TV ratings are not great. SmackDown's up a little bit because Roman Reigns, the Bloodline's hot. But like, they're selling out these arenas, like more than ever.
Right.
So there's that. I also think it's because like AEW and WWE fans like feel like they have to be in this war, which doesn't really exist. It's not like it's WWF and
doesn't
WCW.
make any sense, right?
Because one is just, you know, dick slapping the other one right now.
Yeah.
But I think
one
that's
is just dick slapping.
right. I think that's part of. It's true. Watch the recaps. But I think that's part of it is because they feel like it's some sort of war and they have to battle each other on Twitter. Like if you're WWE, you have to pretend like WWE's perfect and does nothing wrong. And
Right.
if you're AEW, you have to do the same. So like, no, WWE's amazing.
Yeah.
They don't do anything that's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We have Jackie Redmond interviewing Ricochet backstage.
Oh, this guy.
Ricochet and Logan Paul, we watched footage of them fighting backstage at Money in the Bank after the ladder match. They apparently did this because the spot at Money in the Bank was supposed to sell their match, their singles match.
They wanted another super viral moment.
Yeah, but since they botched it,
Yes.
they had them fight backstage.
Yeah.
But Ricochet calls out Logan Paul to meet him in the ring face to face next week. That's pretty cool that Ricochet is getting a singles match at SummerSlam.
Right. Yeah.
You know, when's the last time he's had a singles match on a pay-per-view? Ooh, the Brock Lesnar Saudi match.
Maybe. Yeah.
Like when was that in 2019?
Yeah.
Wow, right.
2019, I think. Right.
That was your trivia.
Yeah.
You had that for trivia once, yeah.
That's right.
But that's cool. At least Ricochet is getting a singles match. I mean, that should be really good.
Right. He'll definitely, he'll put over Logan.
Of course.
He'll make him look amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
be good. It'll be entertaining.
They'll do their spot again.
Right. Maybe
Couple.
they'll make up for that. The Money in the Bank spot.
Well, yeah.
Next up, we've got Natalya versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Right.
Third time's the charm, right?
Apparently, because at least this was a good match. Like the other two were squashes. I think the other one technically wasn't even a match, but
Yeah, this one
she
even had a
squashed
couple
her.
of false finishes.
Yeah, like they actually had a match this time.
Yeah.
Natty attacked Ripley from behind during her entrance. Mid-match, Ripley gave Natalya the suck it chops and yelled, "Suck that!"
Ooh.
And where the whole crowd, all the males were like, "Yes, please."
Yeah.
Absolutely, sure. Yeah.
Sop it up with a biscuit.
I mean, come on now.
Some renegade shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
That was Taz.
that was like a.
Taz on the microphone, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Also, when Natalya was in control, the fans were chanting, "Let's go, Rhea." Because, of course. Ripley put Natalya in the inverted clover leaf, but Natalya escaped. Rhea went for a frog splash in honor of Dirty Dom, but Natty put her feet up. Then Natalya gave Ripley somewhat of a running power slam and then locked in the sharpshooter. Ripley made it to the bottom rope and fell out of the ring. And then shortly after that, Rhea retained with the Riptide.
Yep.
But it was a good match, and I don't ever say that about Natalya.
Yeah, I know.
Nevers, evers.
The streak is over.
Next week, the streak restarts.
And by the way, they're still doing this Guinness Book shit.
Yeah,
she broke another
they
record.
Gave her more,
or she's just breaking her own record. Every time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's you don't keep giving them.
Who had more matches on Raw as a woman than her before? Like, yeah, who did she break?
So every match she has, she gets a new fucking plaque.
Sure.
Most Raw matches, most SmackDown matches, most.
What the fuck is that?
Is that Shakira?
Oh, yeah.
She's comparing herself to Shakira.
Does Shakira have a lot of matches, or?
Yeah,
I was trying to channel my
She
inner
broke all of
Shakira.
Shakira's records in WWE. No, Shakira has like a fuck ton of Guinness records, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't remember her name.
I just played the song right there.
Yeah. I don't know. Who cares?
Okay. So later I'm sorry. After the match, Rhea tagged Natalya, but she retreated when Liv and Raquel hit the ring. Then later backstage, Io Sky walked up to Ripley. Wait, hold on. Io Sky, what show is she on again? Oh, that's right.
Well, at least she's holding the briefcase. All right, fine.
Is she cashing in?
Did she?
Does she have a visitor's pass?
Yeah, that's what the briefcase is.
I would love to get Kofi Kingston to just scream that for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Or anyone in front. Visitor's pass.
Right.
So
fun fact, Io Sky is undefeated in ladder matches. She's been in 4 and she's won all 4.
This was her first Money in the Bank?
Yeah, but
Are
she
you
was
counting
in
War Games?
Well, I'm counting like in NXT. She was in like 3 ladder matches.
Nice.
And she won them all.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So yeah, she holds up the briefcase and Ripley says, "Try me, it'll be the biggest mistake of your life," which I agree.
Yeah.
It will be because she'll lose.
No.
I mean, she can cash in on the whole Asuka Charlotte Belair thing.
That would be fine, like the triple threat, and then she
So
cashes
two
in.
cash-ins at SummerSlam.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Also,
I doubt
Io
it, but that'd be
Sky is the third, is ranked number
She's
3?
second.
Oh, she's second.
She's second. She is the second longest Money in the Bank holder already because she held it for more than like a day.
Yeah.
What's with all these weird facts today, Eric? I've had to get 3 new trivia questions since we started this podcast.
But we said this before. We were like, everyone's cashed it in within 24 hours except
Right.
for Carmella.
Right.
Carmella had it for like almost a year.
Right. Well, I think Bailey was like 2
month?
days.
I thought it was a day. I thought
no,
she
it was
was like
one
the
day.
next day.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
one
maybe.
day.
It was
Yeah.
one day. Alexa was on the show. Someone else was on the show. right?
Liv.
Yeah, Liv. And then Asuka was just awarded the belt the next night on
Yes.
Thunderdome Raw.
Held it for one
Right.
day.
Yeah.
It wasn't even Thunderdome. It was just like
No, that's right. It was nothing.
empty building Raw.
Yeah, that's right. Because Becky was preggers.
Preggers.
Next up, we have a backstage promo from Tommaso Ciampa. And I love that they're letting him do these backstage promos like his old NXT promos where he's sitting in a chair. The camera's like below him and everything. And
Right.
he says he brought back The Miz's ruthless aggression, but he's also a coward for attacking him from behind. He says, now that you've shown me your cards, you have no idea what I have holding in my hands. And technically the promo was on social media earlier in the day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
still.
thankfully it made TV.
Right. It was good enough to be on TV.
Yeah.
In a 3-hour show.
Right.
Yeah.
Then The Miz responds saying, the last man who called me a coward is gone.
Who's that?
Daniel Bryan.
Oh, okay.
And then he says they're going to have a no disqualification match next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was referencing the Talking Smack segment.
Yeah. Still.
Does the
one of
Miz have any
best.
allies right now?
No.
No.
No one?
No.
Maybe like
No.
Waller can team up with him
Why?
Why?
so that they start beating the
They're-
piss out of Ciampa and
they're-
someone has to save him.
They're on different shows.
I don't care.
they're
Wild
not.
visitors, wild.
Wild
Oh, you mean-
Visitors.
Wild
No, but
visitors.
Johnny isn't.
Yeah.
Johnny's on Raw.
I know.
I
but
know.
he
I'm
was
just saying, like,
Grayson
someone
Waller.
help
Right.
Miz. So that
Anyone could. Yeah.
They beat the shit out of him.
Sure. I don't really want Ciampa part of the way if he's going to be with Johnny and
There's
their own
no
tag
way.
team.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
no way. They're just kind of all
There's
friends right now.
Candice and Indy. I mean, that's what Johnny teased 2 months ago.
I know.
He was with all of them, even Dexter Loomis. Dexter Loomis.
Where the hell have you been?
Johnny Gargano.
Where the hell have you been?
How do you not have Johnny on TV?
And now that everyone's getting back their old music, can Johnny get back his good version of Rebel Heart for the love of God?
Please.
Well, wait, he's got to be on TV first.
They were putting him in big matches too.
Yeah.
Like and
Elimination Chamber.
And he was doing amazing in these matches.
I know.
Stealing the show.
Is he like secretly injured?
You know it's Vince, because even Triple H after the press conference, he's like, Johnny Gargano stole the show. Like he was talking about him like, this guy is fucking great.
Yeah.
But yeah. No.
Wait, hold on. I got a text from Vince. It says, do whatever you want. I don't give a shit anymore. Oh, that's great. Oh, I got another text. Except for Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then Vince has a picture of like, you must be this tall to ride this ride. It's Vince like, and it's like 5'10". He's like,
It's like the picture in The Simpsons at the movie theater. Do not push this boy.
Right. If I was in charge, I would have Ciampa beat Theory for the U.S. title at SummerSlam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, I think he could elevate the United States title by cutting these amazing promos.
Also, anyone could because the title's not even on the fucking show. Hardly.
Yeah,
really
Austin
not.
Theory. Who are you?
It's like,
He had a match. He had a match on the SmackDown
SmackDown.
before Money in the Bank, but it was against Ridge No Throat Holland.
no throat.
He beat him by drop kicking Ridge Holland in the throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
I guess Ridge Holland's not the throat goat anymore.
Jesus. Biggie liked it. He was like, "Yeah, fuck that guy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we've
Fuck
got
his throat.
we've got Matt Riddle versus Giovanni Vinci with Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser ringside. Vinci got a 2 count, and then Kaiser held up 3 fingers. But since he's German, we are the 3 glasses. That's the German 3.
Plays glasses.
I liked it because it reminded me of Inglourious Basterds.
Yep.
Because they do 3 fingers like that.
Oh, okay.
Because he's Kaiser. He's German.
But if you do it
Anyways.
like this, you're fucked.
Yeah. If you
You're
do it
totally
like
fucked.
this, you're about to get a 3D.
You're A-okay.
3D.
Or
Get a table.
attitude adjusted.
Ooh.
Anyways, Riddle
Or
won.
this.
Sorry, Andrew.
Riddle won in a minute,
Yeah, of course.
and it's Vinci.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever won a singles match
Sure.
ever in his life.
Right.
And Matt Riddle had to beat Vinci with a roll up.
No, what the fuck?
With a roll up.
Roll up.
So Kaiser attacked Riddle after the match, but then shing! Drew McIntyre comes out for the save.
Swing.
Swing. McIntyre and Riddle beat up Kaiser and Vinci. Drew hit Vinci with a claymore as Gunther watched. And then backstage, Riddle thanked Drew for the help, and he asked him, he's like, "Hey, bro, you wanna team up with me against Imperium next week, bro?
I don't know where
Do you
Randy
wanna-
is. I need someone to boss me around.
You want to massage my ankle and then my feet, bro?"
Yeah, and then Drew's like, "You want to get drunk first
Yeah,
with
right.
me?"
Drew should have said, "Fuck no, get away from me."
Yeah. Snap his neck and walk away.
I don't know. Do you own fucking shoes?
He should have stepped on his feet and then walked away.
Right.
Just stomp it. Yeah.
Give him a claymore with your cock.
Cockmore.
Cockmore.
You want more cock? Here's the cock more. So Drew does acknowledge.
2, hung, Cockmore. They show the footage of him going over the ropes and it, boink,
Oh my God. That was so great.
So good.
Cockmore.
It's like, if his cock was an inch longer, I think Drew was paralyzed.
Yeah. It would have hung him up.
He would have got flipped and then head first right into the ground.
Right.
Oh my God! Imagine it would have just grabbed the rope, just wrapped around it, just held him up.
He's like, "Thankfully, my cock is only 12 inches, not 13.
Oh my God!
That's why he's been wearing the jeans. He lost his leg. It's just his dick in a boot.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
Oh, his dick in a boot.
I feel bad for his wife.
I've had one leg for a year.
His wife, poor girl.
Yeah, oh God, her whole.
So Drew does acknowledge some woman who yelled, "Take your top off!"
Yep, right.
He's like, "I know, I can hear you saying take my top off." And then he accepts to be Real's partner, and then I guess they go leave to fuck that woman.
I would imagine.
He's like, hey, we have a tag team match next week, but let's start tagging tonight.
High five.
Hey, Riddle, do you still do weird fucking crazy sex shit with porn stars? Come with me.
Right. Riddle's like, all right. And Drew's like,
Wrong.
Yeah.
oh, shit.
Of course.
Joke.
Yeah.
No, no,
How
no.
many times have you done that
Well,
joke?
it's very
You
top
always
heavy.
knock over the pops.
He's very top.
You always knock over the pops. Hey,
Gabagool.
you
Here's
got
my
me that
card.
pop. Gabagool.
Gabagool pop.
Finally, for the main event, we got Seth freaking Rollins versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Dirty Dom.
Dirty Dom with Ripley and Damian Priest constantly interfering. Seth did the Three Amigos, and Corey Graves said that's disrespectful to Dominic, and that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if a face, because in the past, like if a face would do it, to be like, oh, honoring Eddie Guerrero.
Right.
If a heel does it, they're like, what a piece of shit. You fucking asshole.
Somebody
Like-
murder that guy.
How dare you're practically pissing on Eddie's grave.
I liked how Corey changed it up. Like, oh, it's disrespectful to Dominic. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Anyways, Rollins sets up for the curb stomp, but Priest gets in the ring and gives Seth the South of Heaven chokeslam for the DQ.
Yeah. Here we go.
Priest tries to give Seth the Razor's Edge on the announce table, but Seth got down. Dominic hit Seth in the back with the briefcase, and Priest was about to cash in the contract, but Finn Balor runs out and knocks Seth into Priest. Priest and Balor yell at each other, and then Seth starts to retreat, so Dominic goes after him, but Seth gives Dominic a pedigree on the floor
Yeah.
to end the show.
So there was like an interesting, like, kind of like last shot where it's Rhea and Dom on the ground, and like Rhea's kind of holding Dom, but Dom is looking at Priest, and Rhea's looking at Balor,
Yeah.
and those two are looking at each other. So it's kind of like almost like, whose side are you going to be on?
right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
So-
Yeah.
Civil War,
Civil
Judgment Day, Civil War.
No, the war no one wanted.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that is all for Raw. Before we move on to awards, this week's sponsor of the show is AG1, the daily foundational nutrition supplement that supports whole body health. I gave AG1 a try because I wanted better gut health. I don't like taking pills or vitamins, and I wanted a single solution that has everything I need. I drink AG1 in the morning before breakfast, and it makes me feel super energized and ready to start my day. I've had stomach problems all my life. Joe knows about this. Doctors have not been able to help me. Exactly. But after a month of taking AG1, my stomach feels so much better. I really love it. They even give you this if you get it. It's a cool container to put in your powder, and then you could shake it up. So I really love using it. I take it every day. So if a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/
Who are you?
Yes.
Nice.
Again,
Love
who
it.
are you? That's drinkag1.com/ who are you? Check it out. Who did you have for worst dressed?
I had Valhalla.
I also had Valhalla.
Valhalla.
I had Matt Riddle, feet.
Yeah. That's easy every week.
Best dressed?
I had Nate Smythe.
Oh, right, of course. Nate Smythe was wearing our Who Are You shirt at
Yes.
Raw.
He was.
Nice. Was he seen?
You can see him.
Kind of. You can kind of. It's blurry. It's not.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
yeah,
I
right
see it.
there.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
it's good stuff.
thank you for repping the podcast.
Appreciate you.
Love it.
As always.
Thank you, Nate. I had Liv Morgan.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So I went with Cock, and you go with
Yeah.
Liv Morgan. Whatever.
I had Otis. You know, when his face was on Maxine's tits backstage.
Otis
In a
with
headlock.
tits. Worst acting.
Otis on tits.
Shayna, Rhonda.
yeah,
Shayna.
I had Rhonda.
Ronda
Shayna,
Rousey.
Rhonda, Shayna.
Really, it's Ronda.
But Ronda.
for sure. Best acting.
Sharana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best acting.
Ciampa.
Ooh, Ciampa.
I had Ciampa.
Sweep it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously. Worst comments.
Balta less.
Less.
Sweep it.
Best comment.
Ciampa talking about ruthless aggression, Mrs. Ruthless Aggression.
That's what I had.
It's good.
Sweep it
I
again.
think Ciampa's smart because when he was in NXT, even though he knew it was Triple H's thing, but what did he call himself? He called himself the greatest sports entertainer of all time.
Right.
He's like, if Vince sees this, which unfortunately he didn't, but he's like, if Vince sees this,
if he ever sees it.
he's gonna love it. And now he's bringing up ruthless aggression, which was Vince's ruthless aggression.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's a smart guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Worst match.
I had I had the women's turmoil for the worst match.
Oh, I had the 6-person tag.
Oh God, that was bad too. Yeah, I doubled down. I had the women's turmoil for slow-mo and worst.
Yeah, the mixed tag for slow-mo is so slow.
Turmoil for slow-mo.
Best match.
I had Priest Nakamura. I liked it.
Again, if I had to pick one, I'd pick that. Yeah.
I mean, it seems weird when I'm saying it, but Rhea Ripley and Natalya.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I don't know,
Fair enough.
but Ripley's great.
If you like
do what you do.
And this
if you
was-
like titties, it's a great match.
It was Natalya's best match ever. Worst move.
The botched lion salt.
I had Maxine's caterpillar. Good God.
That's horrible. When Valhalla hit Maxine with a knee, she completely missed her. Completely. And you can see like so much daylight, and they
Yeah.
both just sold it.
Wow.
So I was like, that's mine.
Best move.
I had Shayna's knee to Ronda.
It was good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I
What'd
had
you
the
have?
Cody cutter.
That was
To
good.
Brock.
On Brock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it to Brock for the great sell.
Best sell.
Brock.
Yeah.
Worst moment. That's easy.
Shayna Ronda.
Yep.
Shayna, Ronda, and then best moment.
Just the start to Raw.
Yeah.
I mean, especially Cody Brock.
Right.
Yep.
Even though their matches have not been good, and really we shouldn't be excited,
Sure.
but the
But-
brawl was good. The Cody cutter. It was starting off Raw with some excitement
Yeah.
for a change.
Yeah.
All right, that was pretty easy and quick.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now it's time for some breaking news. So WWE announced that Money in the Bank was the highest grossing arena event in WWE history. As well as SmackDown the night before was the highest grossing SmackDown of all time.
Wow.
Would they charge $500 a seat?
Yes.
Yeah, minimum. Both shows took place in the O2 Arena in London and collectively grossed more than $5.4 million.
$1 million.
Again, Money in the Bank highest grossing arena, not stadium show, obviously. That's one of the WrestleManias, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I have for news, though. Do you have anything else?
Yeah. So I have a couple things. So on NXT this past week, the Dyad, which is the Grizzled Young Veterans, with
Formerly known as.
with Joe Gacy, they beat the Creed brothers, basically
Right.
Diamond Mine, in a loser leaves NXT match. So we may see them show up on the main roster.
Wait, who lost?
Pretty boring.
Diamond Mine.
Oh, yeah.
The Creed brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So really, it should be called the loser gets a promotion match.
Correct.
Sure. Yes.
Correct.
So
Oh no, I really don't want to lose and then be called up to the main roster and get a bigger contract.
And
Yeah.
you know they did NXT Underground?
Yes. They didn't even call it that. They called it Raw Underground.
And then
They
Gable
actually
Stevenson went over?
They said next week I'm bringing back Raw Underground. It's NXT, and they're calling it Raw Underground.
Oh, Gable Stevenson. I mean, I'm sure they're like, look, we'll give you one tiny chance
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
over, but you're terrible at this.
right.
You, sir, are no
I mean,
Kurt
he
Angle.
I saw the clip. He just gave the guy, a bunch of
German suplexes.
not Germans, but
Belly to belly, I thought, wasn't it?
yeah, belly
yeah,
over
maybe.
belly.
Bailey to belly.
It was the overhead one, the one where Ridge Holland killed Big E with.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Anything else?
Yeah. Sports Illustrated did an article on Matt Cardona
Yeah. What the fuck?
redefining wrestling on the indies.
How much did he pay for that article?
Jesus.
Wait, who did it?
Sports Illustrated.
That's why. When was the last time you cracked open a Sports Illustrated?
Right, yeah.
I'm 48. And it's
Well,
been
I
20
think
years.
they're pretty much just online now. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's from wrestling to podcasting to new figure lines. Matt keeps redefining wrestling on the indies.
So weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
well.
good for him, I guess.
I don't
but
think
that's
he
strange.
makes the big comeback.
Right.
I mean, I'd love to see him back.
I like his kind of current
I
gimmick
think he will be back.
where he calls himself the indie god and he kind of dresses like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and he's also the deathmatch king.
I think he'll come back, but he'll just be Zack Ryder again.
Same guy.
probably.
I think he's just like, I want to do everything I want. I've always wanted to do in the indies where I control everything.
Yeah.
And then eventually I'll come back and I'll take my big payday going back to WWE.
Yeah. Also, a lot of people are giving Dave Meltzer a bunch of shit.
As he deserves.
As he deserves, because he said AEW fans are statistically more educated than the WWE fans, and they are in a better position financially.
Where did he get those stats from?
I don't know.
I mean,
also,
that's someone tweeting-
this is Dave Meltzer in his house, so he can fuck all the way off.
That's fucking great.
I
That's not even
mean-
his house. That's clearly his mom's living room.
What the
It's so
fuck?
it's just papers everywhere. It's like,
Yeah.
clean your fucking room.
Yeah, Jesus.
I mean, that was a tweet. Yeah, I don't know if he actually said that, but if he did, that's really stupid.
Yeah. And then this is kind of AEW stuff. I thought this was kind of funny. AEW Collision, the first 3 weeks, the ratings, the first episode, 816,000. Week 2, 595,000.
Oh my god.
Week 3, 432,000.
Oh my god.
Tune in next week where there'll be tens of people watching.
Those are
Yeah.
those are Sunday Night Heat numbers.
Right.
Oh my
So,
god.
yeah.
That's concerning.
I can't imagine that making it past football season.
Right.
Oh, for sure. Well, does TNT get college football?
Right.
I don't think so, right, Joe?
Well, yeah.
I don't
No,
think
maybe
TNT
not.
ever
Yeah.
plays college football.
But like Friday and Saturday, like people go out, people go have fun. Why would you put 2 fucking wrestling shows
Yeah.
on Friday and Saturday?
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Like seriously. Like fill up Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday if you want, you know?
Yeah.
Well, but there's shows on all those days.
Well, yeah, that's true. They got nothing
right.
for Friday and Saturday, I guess. So. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they should have never done a second show. Wait till you get the first show right, because they haven't done that yet.
Yeah,
The first show's terrible.
terrible.
All right, on to rumors.
Rumors!
Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe!
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet!
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance!
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed!
So the Wrestling Observer reports that WWE is waiting for the Endeavor deal to be finalized before making major changes, including implementing new ideas for Raw that have been discussed internally.
Okay.
Like
right.
what? A stage?
Right.
I mean, the thing that would make me the happiest is if they started bringing back sets for every pay-per-view.
Well, yeah, at
Each
least
pay-per-view
that.
had its own special set. Like you're selling these buildings out.
The problem is this: they're getting paid either way. That's the problem. Now.
Of course.
Exactly.
That's the problem. So
Right.
why even do
Well,
it?
just like any giant corporation in America, you know, they cut costs so they could make billions and billions. And it's like, you know,
Right, right.
all right.
Like, I mean, I just like my first SummerSlam that I went to, the one we went to in Vegas, like I was so excited. There was no fucking
I know.
stage.
And I still haven't forgiven you for that.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
But I mean, how much
go
are
fuck
you even?
yourself.
How much are you even asking for? Like 50 to 100,000 to put something, to build something.
Right.
Could it be? Like, you know what I mean? We're not asking
Anything.
for $1 million.
But they made that giant TV screen. So it's like, well, what do we do with this?
Right. But like you think of like how much detail goes into their WrestleMania sets.
Right.
Like the set this year was kind of insane.
Yeah.
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 You know,
It's
and all
Wrestle-
the promotional
it's
shit they did with it.
WrestleMania and the Saudi shows have great stages.
Right, yeah.
But that's it.
Because basically they're like, yeah, just blank check, whatever you want for the set.
We'll build the stage.
The Dallas stage was really cool with the giant star.
Yeah.
Basically like Dallas Cowboys. But
Right.
yeah.
The
Also-
Philly one should be pretty good then.
It should. Yeah. Also, PW Insider reports Drew McIntyre returned after he and WWE came to an agreement on a strong storyline. There's been no change in his contract, and the two sides haven't even begun talking about a new deal because his current one doesn't expire until early next year. Triple H denied all of this at the Money in the Bank press conference because they were like, hey, we heard Drew's not, didn't come back because of this contract situation or because of creative. And Triple H was like, yeah, no, he was injured.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily believe these rumors about him not coming back because of creative, because he came back and he's exactly where he was when he left.
Right.
Yeah, but you don't know what
There's
they're going to do.
nothing new.
You can't just be like, okay, you're champ tomorrow, right? So even if they did agree on something, it would take a few months.
But like
or taking the strap off Gunther, that's a pretty big deal.
If you're you're Drew McIntyre, okay?
Yeah.
Like, you're not a fan. Does winning the IC title mean anything to you at this point?
Right. Like
You're Drew McIntyre. You've been the guy. You've been the champ. You've won the Rumble. Like, hey, if we give you the IC title, will you come back? Oh yeah, because I'm a fucking mark. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he cares about that.
Yeah.
And I think Gunther should break Honky Tonk's record. I think that's the only title that should have a record broken.
yeah.
But I think it should. I would love for Drew to lose at SummerSlam and then turn heel shortly after.
Yeah.
You know, Claymore the fuck out of Riddle and have a program with him
Sure.
where you beat Riddle 3 times. You know, whatever.
3 times a week.
No, just once. But,
3
but
straight
yeah.
pay-per-views, yeah.
Turn heel something. Do something.
Right.
He needs a heel turn. It's great that he's back, but it gets old pretty quickly.
Yeah, Triple
but-
H did say, like, on that press conference, he's like, yeah, Drew would call me and, be like, oh, God, did you see this rumor?
Yeah.
And he's like, we'd laugh about it.
Right.
If you go through the progressions and if you really start to think 6 months to a year down the road, and you would hope that they do, let's say Priest does get like a little face run and cashes in, like a heel Drew to beat his ass and take that title off of him,
Fucking.
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
sakes, I came.
Like evil. Like what's his name when he's evil?
Evil Uno.
No. What's Drew?
The Scottish psychopath.
Yeah. Like I love that
Yes,
name.
right, yeah.
And it's
Way
awesome.
better than the Scottish warrior.
He's a warrior.
Yeah, no, I like the psychopath.
Look at my big,
And then, like,
my big sword.
Sword.
The ultimate Scottish warrior.
But
Wink,
then, like,
wink.
his hair would be wet and, like, kind of hanging in his face.
Yeah.
Like, it was just the
Like
look.
Adam Bomb.
Yeah.
but
what was
good.
Yeah, right.
Because he named the sword after his mom. What was his mom's name again?
Edith.
Martha.
No.
Why did you say that name?
Gunther's about to kill him. Just give it back to Martha. Why did you say that name?
No, but like he changed it. Like once he feuds with Riddle, he's like, "This sword is no longer my mom's name. It's Riddle's mom."
Oh, yeah.
He starts licking it. This is your mom.
Does she have a giant cock?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
All right, so
Knowing
that's
Riddle-
all for.
Knowing Riddle, his mom is probably currently hot. You know what I mean? I could see his mom, because what is he, 29, 30?
He's older than that.
You can tell he's got,
Google his mom.
you can tell he's got his mom's feet for sure. Yeah.
I'm hurt.
Oh, when the fish came out at the pay-per-view. Fish.
By the way,
Fish feet.
you know what came out of his feet this week on Raw?
I didn't see it.
Lion.
Birds.
Oh, birds.
Fucking hell.
There you go. There's his mom. No, it's his wife.
Oh.
Yeah, that was his ex-wife.
Yeah.
All right, trivia time.
All right.
Which of these women is Riddle's mom?
Yeah. This is just first to get it. And if you say a name, you're out.
Okay.
Understand?
Oh, okay.
Understand.
No.
Yell out anything during the course of my question.
Birds.
It's over. You got it.
That was it.
Which tag team, faction, stable, or group has had the most combined Royal Rumble wins?
Evolution.
That is correct. I thought maybe you guys wouldn't think of Evolution because when you think faction, well, I'm just saying.
I mean,
think
come
they're
on.
My God.
one of the most
So
underrated
Triple H
factions.
has 2.
Batista 2,
Batista
Orton
2. Orton, yeah.
Flair.
Flair 1.
One.
and Flair 1. Sorry, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there you go.
Wow.
Damn, that's
Suck
a
it,
lot.
Andrew.
All right.
7 Royal Rumbles.
Whip it out.
So I want, pardon me.
I don't want to make Joker fall again.
I want to thank Brian Hosking for kind of giving me the idea. He said this This is like all of Evolution's titles and wins.
Yeah. Holy
it's
fuck.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Think of just Orton and Triple H's main titles. How many
Right.
they have combined?
Yeah.
And if you don't even have to count Flair's WCW runs,
Right.
Just like all these titles and Royal Rumbles and Money in the Banks, Hall of Fames. It's pretty crazy. And then there's one U.S. title run, I guess.
Right.
One time because they were always too good to win any of
Yeah.
those
Orton
crappy
had
titles.
it for a little bit, I
I
guess.
don't even remember. I'm
The
guessing.
U.S. title.
Yeah.
All right, fan questions. The Dashing Dan. So I know you guys are not massive fans of The Miz these days, but he's a solid, safe worker with good mic skills when he gets an ounce of freedom. Could you guys see him in an MVP type role, being the hype man for a young up-and-coming heel and occasionally stepping in to lose in order to put over the babyface rival? I think he would be awesome in this role.
Yeah, I think he's ready for that type of transition. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
so too.
He's kind of done it all. Like
I
they've
think he
said.
would
It's
do
like-
good in that role.
Yeah. Like create
but
a
even-
stable.
That was, that's what was great about Ciampa's promos. He was like, Miz has been a goofball idiot for like the past few years,
Right.
losing, and I helped him bring back his ruthless aggression.
But think about
Right.
like if you put again, these guys all suck by themselves, but like grab a Grayson Waller and who's the little Josh looking guy, Bronson Reed. Put a few of these guys together in a
Sure.
stable for that the Miz is running.
Yeah.
And they do whatever the hell he wants.
Let him talk for all of them.
I'm in.
Yeah,
right.
sure, right.
Exactly.
Orton beat Bobby Roode to win the U.S. title,
Really? So it was like later in his career.
like 2018.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan's brother. How lucky is Otis? I mean, for God's sakes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Vinny the Gooch, I'm hoping that you guys can help me understand a really stupid move that Damian Priest uses quite often. I think they call it the bell ringer. He reaches behind his opponent's head and claps his hands. What the fuck is that? Is this something that's been done by other wrestlers before, or did Mushmouth Dracula come up with it on its own?
No, that was an old move where you're like kind of boxing their ears.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to
It's
be.
supposed to stun you a little bit. Like, oh, wow.
Right. Because it's just,
but it sucks.
he just claps. Yeah, it's pretty lame.
Yeah.
So no, I won't explain it. It's just lame. Jake Baker, Pushfire Barry, Io cashes in on Rhea, Asuka. She cashes in on Rhea, Asuka, or Theory.
Theory.
I got Theory.
Yes.
Push Theory. Stop. I want that belt off him ASAP.
Right.
So then
Fire-
it becomes a women's title
Fire
because you can't
Theory,
fight
or,
a woman.
Fire Rhea.
Right.
You could roll her up. Come on. Aaron Rodgers is not garbage. Pushfire Berry Ice Cream Edition.
Ooh.
Mint chocolate chip. Butter pecan. Rocky Road. What's Rocky Road again?
Like marshmallow and
I don't like any
cracker.
of these.
These are
So-
really bad. I would push.
I would push Rocky Road.
No, the other one.
I would
Butter pecan.
berry, butter pecan, and fire mint chocolate.
Mint
chip.
chocolate chip. I think a lot of people like it. I don't like mint in my ice cream.
No, I don't
Gross.
like minty chocolate.
No,
Ugh.
that's gross.
Blah, blah.
Like eat a Hershey's bar after brushing your teeth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tony Khan, thanks, guys. With Trish saying she's the best women's wrestler of all time and me disagreeing, who do you guys truly think is the GOAT women's wrestler? Hold on, because we did a bracket.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
there
did
you
a greatest greatest woman wrestler of all time bracket.
Yeah.
It's on patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling.
Wow.
So you can check it out, Tony Khan, because you are a patron.
Might have to update it one day.
Maybe. Drove Doshi, Money in the Bank was my first live pay-per-view, and I absolutely loved it. The chants were awesome from a UK point of view, and the wrestlers' reactions were amazing, especially Roman. Question: I paid around $450 for SmackDown and Money in the Bank tickets for Tier 2 level seats, about 10 rows above floor seats. Is that expensive compared to US prices?
Like $450 each show?
Probably, yeah, for sure.
I
would
mean,
say, yeah.
for SmackDown, yeah, that's super expensive.
Yikes.
Well,
even
even
for-
450, yeah.
Even for Money in the Bank, that's kind of like that would. I mean, that's kind of maybe like SummerSlam.
It can't be combined because 10 rows back.
Yeah.
I guess he means like 10 rows from the floor. I don't know. It depends where you
No,
are.
like imagine Toyota Center. There's the floor, and then
Yeah.
that first bowl,
Right.
and then 10 rows up.
Right.
So
For
kind
a
of like
pay-per-view,
almost eye level with a ring.
for a pay-per-view, those are probably like $400 or $500 just for one of those tickets. So
Yeah.
it's got to be separate. So yeah, I would say that's pretty normal.
No.
Justin Stewart, not wrestling related, but I just saw the new poster for the Barbie movie. It's just Margot Robbie's foot. Is Joe okay?
No. No, I'm not.
No, he's really not.
I don't need my brother's sex noises, okay?
That's Joe
I'm thinking
coming
about-
like
Again.
me. I mean, come on, we're brothers. You probably come the same way. Speedy McCrab, what's more powerful?
Yeah.
It's such a desperate.
Yeah. Desperate cry for help.
I finally got it. Again,
Yeah.
that was me impersonating Tony Khan. That's not really how I come, guys. Spoiler alert.
It is how he sounds when he comes.
Oh, how would you know, Eric?
I've been there.
Yeah, you would. All right, I'm going to stop here. Let's stop.
All right.
Speedy McCrab, what's more powerful, Otis's Riz
The fuck is Riz?
or Riddle's bong water?
All right.
What's Riz?
what
Did
is
he mean,
Riz?
Did he mean jizz?
No, Riz is
yeah.
like his outfit or something.
Google
His attitude.
Riz.
What?
You got it's
Old people Googling.
charming or seducing manner.
Oh, because he always gets hot chicks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bong water still.
Gross.
I guess it's his jizz. I mean Riz. Yeah.
Yeah. Otis is Riz jizz.
For God's sakes, I puked.
Nathan Bain, Pushfire Barry, Bastion Booger, Gobbledygooker, and Mantar.
Okay.
Push the Gooker, Barry Mantar,
Right.
Fire Bastion Booger.
all right. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, you're
Another push fire berry, shit, piss, or farts. It's like, come on, guys. You gotta make it like all medium
guess
level stuff. You know what
Push piss.
I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
push
piss.
shit out of my butt.
Mikey to Crikey, Pushfire Barry, who says, yeah, the best. We got LA Knight. Yeah. We got John Wick. Yeah. And then we've got Little John. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh. I might have to go LA Knight on that.
Yeah, push LA Knight,
Getting used to his
Barry, Lil Jon, and Firewick.
Yeah.
Wow.
I disagree. Come
Yeah.
on. Little John, I mean, remember how over that was?
Sure. Yeah. it's
Chappelle Show?
20 years ago.
Yeah.
One Punch Man, guys, when going to a WWE show, who's been your favorite / first number one female wrestler that just made you bust a nut seeing them live? For me, it was Mandy Rose, seeing her in Glasgow. Those gold pants, 11 out of 10.
Probably Liv Morgan at Elimination Chamber when she pressed her ass through the fucking chains.
That was really good. That was really good.
I hate to say it, but for me,
Selena Vega.
the sitch.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Joe
Back
got,
in the day.
Pre-sitch.
Joe,
I got her ace hole on a picture. I was like,
Joe
right
didn't
there.
even touch her, and he still got the sitch.
Yeah.
I know.
You know, and that's like a 2-month thing
I was in the
Yeah.
same
to
building.
get over.
Right,
You get
right.
penicillin shot for that.
Yeah. I mean, Selena
No.
Vega in Philly.
Yeah, Zelina Vega in Philly, because her back was towards us
Yeah.
the whole match.
Oh man,
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Nicholas
fantastic.
Nicholas Mason, not a question, just want to acknowledge how bad and botched that tag team turmoil match on Raw was, just to have Sonya and Chelsea be number one contenders anyway.
Again.
Donald Alexander, what would Rey Mysterio telling Dominic about the birds and the bees sound like? Oh boy. Who wants
who?
to take this one?
That's Joe.
What would Rey Mysterio telling Dominic about the birds and the bees sound like?
Well, you see, Dominic, gosh, it's weird because I haven't had sex yet. I heard that there's birds have penises and bees have vaginas. I don't know. I did not knock up your mother. Your father is Eddie.
Oh my God, I knew that, Dad. I really knew that already. But I already know about the birds and the bees. You don't. It's when a woman puts on the strap on and she fucks you from behind. Rhea's already done this many times, Dad.
Just
I
like
already
a
know.
bee.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what?
Yeah, sorry.
Birds and bees. Drunk Volfan, is there any other story right now for Priest besides cashing on Finn if he beats Rollins? Seems
No,
like they
none
either
that
have him
matter.
cash in soon or he holds it for a long time. He's definitely not cashing in on Roman. That's for sure.
Priest. And a move no one saw coming and will ever see again as the fans quit the WWE.
Jalen Silva, all right, no more games. It's been 7 years. Who threw the fucking pie at Kevin Owens?
Holy shit.
Oh, man. Biggest
Who
mystery.
did it? The cameraman, I guess.
We know who did it. It was Hornswoggle.
Ah, fuck.
It's always Hornswoggle.
So
Kimbo, who are your top 2 picks for a future endeavor this year? Aaliyah, Apollo Crews, BFAB, Bronson Reed, Chelsea Green, Dana
Bronson
Brooke, Dexter Loomis, Emma, Madcap Moss, Umberto, Piper Niven, Tegan Nikes, or Zia Lee. This wasn't even my full list. I got one for you.
Bronson Reed.
I got one for you. Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, I mean, that list. Maybe not Chelsea Green.
Aaliyah.
Wait, what do you mean Bray Wyatt?
Bray Wyatt will be future endeavor this year.
Yeah.
He's still being paid right now?
Yeah, well,
Sure.
he's still there. He's still under contract.
Yeah.
There were rumors that he's been around and he's returning soon. Who knows?
Who the fuck knows?
Right.
The Big Full, if WWE does a WrestleMania in Australia, you boys can stay with me. I'll just have to get some more kangaroos for you to ride around on.
Haha, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. I imagine that's exactly what it's like.
Yeah, for sure.
Danny DeVito's Duck. What's your top 2 favorite American food items you love and 2 you hate?
American food items?
My favorite American food here is Mexican food.
Yep.
Tex-Mex is different than Mexican
Pizza?
food.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, pizza is Italian. Yeah, what is American food? It's just
Hamburgers.
everything that's here.
I do love hamburgers.
Yeah,
Hamburgers aren't even American.
Burgers and pizza.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They weren't invented here.
Nothing
Right.
was invented here. This
That's
country's
the
only
point.
a couple hundred years old.
I mean, as far as like 2 things I hate squash and I hate hard-boiled eggs.
I hate seafood.
Okay.
So, but yeah. Tex-Mex and Italian food. Come on. Joseph
Indian food? Never been.
Oh,
Curry?
well, you're missing out.
Joseph Reiling, so is Shayna the Face or Rhonda. Follow up, do we give a fuck about their feud?
No, we don't.
No.
Pass.
Carlos Ramirez, do you guys prefer long and skinny or short and thick? By this, I mean the ladders used in wrestling.
Short and thick.
And also maybe cock, he
You
says.
would.
Yeah.
And also maybe cock.
Eric, Fuck, Marry, Kill Japanese edition. Io Sky, Asuka, Kairi Sane. Wow.
Ooh, I'm gonna. Ooh.
You know what? I'm
killing
gonna,
Asuka, I think.
I'm going to marry Kairi Sane and fuck
Really?
Io.
I'm going to marry Io and fuck Kyrie.
I'm gonna marry Asuka, fuck Io, and kill Kyrie.
All right.
We're
have
all different.
ones.
Lesser known saint. Thanks, guys. Do you think WWE missed out on Logan Paul wrestling Nakamura in a Suicide Forest match? Back to you.
Wow. You know, Asuka's a big Simpsons fan, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to fuck her, Eric. I don't know.
Together?
Is she going to do Simpsons trivia with us later this month?
Maybe.
Alan, who would be your dream opponent for MJF, dead or alive?
Seth Rollins.
Macho Man.
Oh, dead or alive, yeah. Macho Man.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Stone Cold.
Rip.
I mean, no.
I know, The
Stone
Rock
Cold in his
versus
prime.
MJF and their like a promo battle would be pretty
Right.
awesome.
That'd be sick.
I mean, MJF's a chicken shit heel, and Stone Cold is a badass. I would love that. That would be great. Great promo battles as well.
Yeah.
Bill Capri, question for Joe: would you slap Riddle's feet for 20 minutes for $100,000?
20 minutes. No.
You can do it.
Huh?
No.
Would you do it for $50,000?
Wait.
That's less.
$500.
Yes.
What would it take
A
then?
hot dog and a handshake.
Not 100,000.
No,
How much?
100,000. It'd be tough, but I'd probably get through it for 100,000.
Yeah,
I think anything less than 5 figures, though, I'm out.
Okay.
but you can't come in the 20 minutes. You can't come.
Damn.
Can only come once, so use it wisely.
Can I squint my eyes so it might look like a woman's foot?
Sure.
Carlos Rivera, hey guys, what are your top 3 favorite wrestling video games of all time? Do you plan on getting Fight Forever? I'll get it when it goes
I think
half
we've done
off,
this question like 10 times.
for
Yeah.
sure. Like the first 2 SmackDown games on PlayStation, I loved.
Here Comes the Pain. The first SmackDown versus Raw was amazing. No Mercy 64 was awesome.
That's what Fight Forever was based off of.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe one of our fans might get it for us. You know, they've gotten the WWE games for us. We'll see.
Right.
We can do a Patreon episode playing that game. It looks really fun. It's very glitchy. I've seen footage of the Fight Forever game. It looks actually a lot of fun, but it's also very glitchy. But so is the WWE
It's also
game.
very sexual with Cody doing those push-ups.
Those cock push-ups.
Cock push-ups.
Omar, I would like to vote for a Patreon bonus episode of Ask a Pervert JR Anything. That could be fun.
Oh, boy.
Just fan questions. 50 fan questions.
Right.
That could get old pretty fast. Andy Piccone, Pushfire Barry climbing a ladder slowly with nobody around. Referees who have no idea what's going on when someone cashes in. Announcers who act like a cage / Hell in a Cell are not just fences.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's true.
I don't know. What are we pushing? I don't know. They all suck, I guess. I don't know.
I guess push refs.
Push refs.
Push
Stupid.
refs down the stairs.
Rito has another push Barry fire. Push fire Barry. While nude, break down one of your favorite matches to your favorite porn star. So is she nude or is she
I'm assuming
clothed?
it's pre-sex. Go ahead.
Roadhead on a drive to Florida with no AC from your favorite female wrestler.
No AC.
No AC.
What's
That's
wrong
gonna
with you?
suck.
Go ahead.
Be stuck in an apartment for 24 hours with your childhood celeb crush the way she was when you were younger.
Well, that.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
that's
right.
that.
That's not like.
Well, the only one
fucking-
that's guaranteed
That's
sex
the only
is
one
the
that
Roadhead.
that's not basically Saw.
Yeah, like your favorite female wrestler's giving you Roadhead, but it's horrible for her.
Right.
Because it's in Florida and there's no air conditioning.
Yeah.
So she's just sucking your swamp cock.
Sweaty balls. Unless you've used Manscaped.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Dylan, have you guys seen some of the Dark Side of the Ring stories this season? Some crazy shit, man.
I haven't watched them yet.
I
haven't
have
either.
watched, yes.
I've watched the Sunny one. That's it.
I haven't watched any.
They're really good, like usual. S. Thorne, Pushfire Barry, WWE moments, Choppy Yo PP, Kane electrocuting Shane's nuts, or Heidenreich raping Cole.
Fire that.
Yeah.
Push
Push.
the Kane electrocuting Shane's nuts.
And bury Choppy the pee-pee.
Yeah.
Because apparently his dick curled up like the Wicked Witch's feet.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they.
Shrinkage.
Yeah. The fuck.
Carolyn
They didn't notice they didn't
Like-
chop his dick off.
Just imagine it like
Right. Like, ha! Well, I don't see any blood in a
Well, the lights
laying around.
The lights turned off.
Oh,
Remember?
well, yeah.
or like in the Pick of Destiny where his dick comes out of his pants
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
press the button.
Cock push-up.
Carolyn Holly, Fuck Mary Kill Man Edition. It's back.
Yeah.
All right.
Roman Reigns, Jason Momoa, Chris Hemsworth.
I'd fuck them all, guys.
I'm gonna
Ooh, is
fuck
that an
Momoa.
option?
I'm gonna fuck Momoa. I'm gonna kill Reigns.
Always
and,
kill Reigns.
Marry Hemsworth.
I'm gonna do that too,
you
Eric.
You can't say that anymore.
I'm gonna do that.
We can't say that anymore.
I said it.
can't say always
Said it.
kill blood.
That's why
anymore.
she gave us this question. She wanted to hear that phrase.
She wanted to hear it. Yeah. Ricochet, not a question, just a correction. Becky's Money in the Bank attire was Syrian?
Siren?
Come on,
Siren.
Hamilton. Siren?
Siren?
Is that an X-Man?
Oh, so it wasn't the person you said, Banshee.
Who the fuck is Siren?
Spell it right.
Yeah.
Josh.
S-I-R. Well, it's not spelled like Siren.
Yeah.
It's not spelled correctly.
What the fuck?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it totally is.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I don't even know who. Siren?
Who are you?
Right.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
totally Siren.
Okay. Well, there it is.
Okay.
Yeah, Eric,
All
I
right,
guess.
well-
Hey, Eric, I guess you're not a.
You fucking mark!
Hashtag
No, I'm
blessed.
just kidding.
Hashtag blessed.
PCJ, Fuck Mary Kill MILF edition. This is much better.
Did you ask for fuck, Mary kills this week?
No.
All right.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I asked.
Go.
Mickey James, Trish Stratus, Lacey Evans.
Interesting.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah, you fuck Mickey, you marry Trish.
Killed Lacey.
I think I would marry Lacey
No.
and fuck Trish and kill Mickey James.
No.
Are you serious?
Mickey James?
Still fucking
Mickey
hot.
James?
Lacey Evans is, I don't know, 15 years younger and hot.
So?
Oh, that's
All
right.
right.
These two chose Kevin Owens' body over Sammy Guevara's.
Put your cock in a headlock.
Sorry.
Cocklock.
Can you? It's like a nut.
Kind of like
You
a
like a nutcracker?
little headlock.
He's a cock knocker.
Andre Palazzolo, not a question, but the greatest pro wrestler of all time is no debate, Carmelo Hayes. Wow.
Okay.
Interesting.
Opinions.
Okay, whatever you say. Whatever you say, Andre. Todd Fricker, well, now we're even. I won my $1 bet back for the Damian Priest bet. I had owed you $1 from our bet 2 years ago. I had Josh having sex in 2022 and I lost.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
There you
Just
go.
by the hair of his dick. Jason Deerham, is it just me or do you cringe when you see them setting up two tables next to each other, like in Money in the Bank with Ricochet and Logan Paul?
Yes.
It was Logan Paul and Priest setting up the two tables.
Yeah.
Sure, you know they're going to go through one table properly, but they're just going to hit their head or fuck some other body part up on the edge of the second table, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, is it safer to
Happens
put
a
them
lot.
on top of each other in a weird way? Just think about it.
You have to have the same kind of accuracy almost.
Yeah.
Right. Well, usually when they do that, it's 4 tables.
Right. Yeah.
Two-
Right.
Right. Fuck.
Just
Two
to
on
be
two.
sure.
Yeah, exactly. All right, that is all for fan questions. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Wrong Wrestling. Get a t-shirt or hat or beanie at prowrestlingtees.com/what's wrong with wrestling and become a supporter of the show. Get all the bonus podcasts. You want to hear more of us? Go to patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling.
Stickers and mugs.
Stickers, mugs, all that good stuff.
That's right.
And
We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.